Alright, lads. How's it going? Davidoff. Signature. It's a Toro, big un. It's my hand, look. 2 inches back, it's about a 6 inch this. 6 inch by, not sure on the ring gauge. 54, 56, something like that. It's a big cigar, boys. But why not? Look at the weather. Absolutely gorgeous. It's about 18 degrees. And full sun. Which is nice. Eh? Gorgeous day. Look, it's been a nice week, hasn't it? Weather-wise. Unfortunately, I was looking at the weather app for next week, and it's gonna get a little bit chillier again. One day it feels like 2 or something, for goodness sake. 6 degrees and feels like 2. So here we are again on a Sunday. Now, no Scut cigar review as such. I've got my Davidoff. I think I have done a review on one of these. Beautiful cigar. Beautiful blend. Mild, smooth, blah, blah, blah. Gorgeous. This is more just the usual what I've been doing the last few weeks. I just moved the camera, lads. I do apologise. What I call it, I title Smoke and a Chat. So, Sunday, as I said, been a busy week, very busy week for us. We didn't work today. We didn't work Saturday, so we've had the whole weekend off. I needed it. I was absolutely knackered Friday. I woke up Friday morning absolutely fucked. And by the time I sort of had my tea to wake me up and got my ass to work, I still didn't feel an awful lot better. So that was it. Sorry, nurse, we're not working. But he was quite okay with that anyway. We've done 6 days the last 3 weeks prior, I think. So that's enough, isn't it? Gets on your tits as well as it, isn't it? As well as you doing your body in. Need a change. So it's been. Whoops, sorry about that. Microphone come off. It's been nice to have a few days, couple of days off. Something I haven't done. So last week, Monday, I finished off a wall that I'd done and done a few little silly bits. And Tuesday, we went to Helsham and started that outbuilding, very old outbuild takedown. We worked there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and we still haven't quite got it all down and cleaned up as far as the bricks. Very close, very close. It just takes ages cleaning that all up. Any of you that have done that sort of work, cleaning bricks ready to lay again, you got to get them right, or else, you know, they don't look as good as they could, and they're certainly a lot more awkward to lay. So we've been getting the lime off those. I've been on the chop saw for like 3 straight days. Absolute killer, mentally and physically, but especially physically. It's absolutely done me. So I'm glad that's nearly done. Then we've got to dig the foot in, pull the foot in, and then start rebuilding, obviously. So tomorrow, Monday, we're going to finish taking it down and start on the footing side of things. I got a phone call on Friday. Those concrete block walls I built over in Peacehaven, the owner wants them to go up another 5 courses. So we've got to go back there this week. I won't get it done in a day because one of them's very tight down there, and it'd be like just passing me blocks and it'd be all faffing around. So maybe Friday, Saturday will I go and do that? I don't know. but that's got to be done. And obviously we need to start building this outhouse back to how it was, sort of thing. Try and make it look nice like it once was. Which no doubt, I'm sure, no doubt we will. I've there was a lad that follows me on I think it's Facebook, called Lee. He's put me onto a place where I can buy heritage sand. So I'm going to, instead of doing what I'd always do with my NHL lime, I normally put yellow plastering sand. One is because of the colour, because like I've said many times before around here, you can't get yellow building sand. You want yellow, pale yellow, to get the colour up to cream or whatever. Around here it's orange. So I use plastering sand and sharp sand. The building we just took down, some of you may have seen that little shake test I did with the bottle. The grit's very fine. So really the grit that I use would need massively sieving, which I ain't got a sieve. So I'd have the aggro of getting a sieve like on the hurry up. So I found this place, well, Lee told me about this place. I've looked it up online, and they do a heritage sand, which will replace the plastering sand, and their grit is 4mm and smaller. So perfect. So I'm going to have to arrange either delivery or we'll go over and get it. It's about half hour from where I live, which is about an hour from where we're working, but well worth it. The heritage sand is very light in colour, light yellow. So I know for a fact that will go cream, white, whatever colour I want it. As far as light, which is what we do want, because the original was very light. So that'll be good. So I appreciate Lee telling me that. I already said thank you to him. So yeah, they'll be using that this week. And at some stage going over to Peacehaven and putting a few more course on those walls for the customer. So it's going to be another busy one. And like I said earlier about the weather's meant to be cooling down. I think we've got one day on my app, there's one day where there's rain, but that always changes, as we know. But it's saying the temperature's dropping down. Like tomorrow's meant to be cloudy all day. Today it's like 18, 17, 18 in the sun. Tomorrow it's meant to be like 9 or so and shady, cloudy, sorry. So it's going to change. It often does this, doesn't it? It gets going, you think, well, here we go, and then all the birds start making their nests and think, fuck, mate, it's cold. Plenty of crows around here making their nests. Mowed the grass today at the manor. Did a little bit of tidying of the garden, but not much. I'd had enough. So yeah, it's been a weekend of leisure. It's 10 to 2 here now in the afternoon, Sunday. I had a Perdomo for breakfast. Perdomo, Connecticut Robusto, at that about 10 o'clock. So now a late lunch with the Davidoff, and there's a good hour and a bit smoke on this thing. It's massive. I had one of these on the beach last September in Spain. Sort of lasted for made it last for about an hour and a half in the afternoon. Oh, mate, weather was, I don't know, 95 Fahrenheit. It was lovely. So you can't beat the sun, boys, can you? Changes everything, doesn't it? How you think about things. It's just your mood changes, doesn't it? Everyone's happier. No mud. I mean, my lawn has dried out, which is never dry, or hasn't been this dry at this time of year for I don't know how many years. we've had a real nice dry spell, so hopefully that will continue, even though it's going to get cooler. Fuck the rain. I've had enough of that, boys, haven't we? It's us outside workers that, we moan about the weather, do we? Or do we just state the obvious? Our life's run around the weather, isn't it? And I've been doing it 40 years. It gets on your tits, doesn't it? Relying on British weather. We moan and gripe, but we get through it. So it's all looking nicer anyway. Yeah, it's been a good week, but a hard week. Me and Nuss have had a giggle. He actually made me laugh about 3 or 4 times this week. Was it first? We made a video, I think I wrote on it, called Fines, which we pissed ourselves laughing and when we finished filming it. But it hasn't had that many. It's not done that brilliant on the views. Whenever we think something's really funny, it doesn't get the reaction we sort of like hope. But it was funny when we did it. We found some old pipes and that. All right. I was hoping to find a couple of old coins, but no such luck. Yeah. So there you go. What do you reckon about what's going on, lads? Starmer wanting to put troops out in Ukraine. The first thing that gets my goat is he's going over to protect Ukraine, ensure that Russia don't cross over into their territory, but he doesn't protect our territory. I mean, who ain't going to get wound up about that? That's a true Brit. Cut them open, it says Britain, us lads, us ladies that don't like what's happened to our country. There was a lady on here the other day. She wrote on one of my posts, they don't get benefits, the illegal immigrants. I wrote back to her very politely, the biggest benefit they get is they don't get arrested for being here illegally in the first place. They've broken the law as soon as they step on them. When we come back to our own country, we have to show our passport, don't we? And we're Brits. So they're all illegal. They shouldn't be here. They get put in a hotel. They get given a phone. They get free taxis. They get to see the doctor, opticians, dentist. There's probably a load more there that I haven't mentioned, but they get plenty of benefits. Plenty of benefits. So he's putting blokes out in fucking Ukraine, or said he will do. Don't want to do that. That fucking idiot Zelensky wants to sign up, excuse me, that mineral deal with fucking Donald Trump and then put X amount of thousand Yanks working in that country. If Putin tries to harm them lads, he's got it, hasn't he? He's going to get it from the Yanks. That's your deterrent, not some fucking Ponzi fucking politician that we've got trying to puff his chest out and give it the big one. He doesn't frighten anyone, does he? Not anyone. He goes after grannies that write things on Facebook. We shouldn't go anywhere near Ukraine. They are not a NATO country. He's a fucking idiot. We're going to... Oh, they're going out there peacekeeping. We don't want anyone getting shot at. Or he was saying something about he doesn't want to engage in gunfire, in war, or whatever. You can't fucking guarantee that. Because as soon as we get out there, Putin's fucking neck is going to be bulging with his... He's going to be livid, isn't he? What's he doing poking that fucking great big Russian bear for? What a first-class idiot. You leave the Russian bear alone. Leave Ukraine alone. We're giving them enough. Fuck Ukraine. Look after us. To go in the phone shop yesterday, talking to a young girl. She was South African. I've been over here a long time. Doing the sorting me out with this SIM card. And even she said to me, he doesn't like British people, does he? I said, no, he doesn't. Afternoon. Oh, come on, camera. Isn't it lovely? Yeah. I was just telling the lads what a great job Starmer's doing. Yeah, brilliant. You think I'll get the door kicked down and get arrested? Maybe you should stop talking about it then. It's easy said, isn't it? Don't talk about it. You know, we're getting now the older generation. We've been around donkey's years, right? We've seen the change. It's changed. It's happened in our lifetime. This isn't like we're 20 and it happened. You know what I mean? We didn't give a shit about the last few years because we were too busy running around enjoying ourselves. We've watched the change. 1997, that other toe rag, Lionel Blair, as I like to call him, he got in, danced his way into number 10. What did he do? Opened up the floodgates. Sent us to war against Iraq. God knows how many international laws he broke there. They never had no weapons. They're all idiots. All these left wings are idiots. They've made terrible politicians. They don't do a good job for us. They certainly don't care about the working people. And probably 95% of the people that watch this video agree with me. It probably is time to change the subject. It probably is. But then he wants to change his ways, doesn't he? So he'd stop talking about it. He's never going to shut them up. He's never going to shut people up all the time. He's stirring the pot, making ridiculous decisions. Just give £2 million to Ukraine last week. Was it 2 or 2 billion? I don't know. A fucking lot. Plenty enough to give the old folks for their little 300 quid they got, a little bonus in the winter. Plenty to pay that off. But he took it from them, didn't he? Mrs. T's not impressed with me. She says I shouldn't be talking about it on social media. This is my smoke and chat time, isn't it? Fucking lovely this weather. Hear all the birds in the background. Singing away. Robin, blackbird I can hear. Gorgeous. Oh, I won't talk about it anymore. That's made Mrs. T happy. I won't talk about it anymore. Just get wound up. You get wound up, don't you? You get wound up. And I think it does affect you as you get older. When we're young, we just learn to drive and things like that. You're worried about the things like you are when you're my age, do you? You're flying around, you got a girlfriend or whatever, drinking with your mates, night clubbing. Starting out in life, isn't you? What should you worry about politics for? You shouldn't, should you? You should expect to be in your 20s having a good time. You expect the people that are leading you to look after you. And when you stop and watch it, you realise they're not. I'm talking about it again. Don't talk about it. We've got a nice surprise on the video tomorrow, which will go up on YouTube. This is on YouTube, obviously. This isn't going up anywhere else. These smoking chats are just on YouTube. So there'll be a nice video tomorrow going up. You guys that follow me and what I do in the week, you'll enjoy. That I promise. So I have been absolutely into one for probably the last 10 minutes about that, and 20 minutes gone on the clock, boys, so I better clear off. So I'm going to love you and leave you on this beautiful sunny day. I'm going to finish this. I won't be talking to the camera or anyone. I'll probably put my phone off the stand in front of me and watch the news. That can wind me up. Boys, enjoy this beautiful weather. Get yourself a nice lardy to smoke. Try and dab it off. Bug up, boys.